I think there's one last game that I really, really want to play, like before we maybe potentially lose access to it, and it is called Reignbreaker. Another controller game, another roguelike game. This needs to be the one, all right? This, I want it to be fast. I want it to be hectic. I want it to be crazy. I want it to be stylish, all right? I need this roguelike to be the roguelike for the night because we've had some. We've had. Well, in fact, was it just that one that was the roguelike? We only had that one that was the roguelike, but the Mechanite also kind of upset us. So let's hope that Reignbreaker is gonna show us how it's done. Looks very cool. It's very stylish. Let's play, man. Already liking the look of it. Already liking the look of it. It's nice and fast. We got a dash on A. We got a gauntlets on X. B is like a smash attack. I guess we can just do that as many times as we want. Oh, but then we can overheat. We can overheat. That's interesting. Y doesn't do anything. T does like a charge. LB is the map. And LT does nothing. So RT doing this with like the key is interesting, right? But we are overheating as well, so we gotta be careful. We could overheat in the other game, but then like cooling down was just for free basically. So
who trespasses in this bastion? Flee now and save yourself. Obey thy queen.
The signal. She's broadcasting down here. I must resist that voice.
I love that.
You seem surprised. You thought yourself safe from my whispers here in the underground? No one can hide from my command.
I like it's kind of
You
like
speak of hiding,
old mythical
behind a
knight,
screen.
right? Like she's got a
When
spear
I
and
find
stuff.
you and we meet face to face, I will
But it's
shut
got
you
this
up for good.
cyberpunky monitors and speakers and things. You know, it's a really strange mix of old and new, and I like that a lot. The style's very cool as well. What is this?
More vaults first.
Loot more vaults first. Bridge locks let you progress to the next chamber. Raise the bridge by looting enough vaults. Okay. So looting enough vaults, that is rooms in a grid, right? Yeah. So we're binding a visor, King.
To the vault.
Defeat all enemies. Let's start the fight. So we choose to open a vault.
You, Clef, a most unwelcome surprise.
Ah, damn.
You should never have come here, Clef. You
I
betrayed
pressed
us. You
to go
betrayed
to the
your
next
oath.
one and it did it for me, and then it
Against the
skipped over it
tyrant,
because it
it's
skipped it, then I
resistance.
skipped.
Resistance is just a pretty word for treason.
Very, very good voice acting. We got Hades level stuff here.
Might have been you if you were not so ungrateful.
Let's go. Enemies vanquished. Oh, that was it. All right, bridge lock unsealed. Grab the artifact. RB. Let's get it. Oh, and we get to choose. All right, so there's 3 different things. Upgrades. Stand still to quickly recover heat, even while aiming. All right. Pain point. Hitting an enemy with a throw deals additional damage to surrounding enemies. I like that. While aiming, gain invincibility to ranged attacks. Aim move speed is increased. That seems kind of broken because I feel like we could use that to avoid ranged attacks. Like we could aim specifically to tank ranged attacks if there's a bunch of them. So that seems a little busted. I think we're gonna go for this one as the most fun one.
I can break the bridge lock.
So I can like do like AoE damage to a bunch of group of enemies. I think the main thing is it's hard to tell what's interactable and not right now because everything looks kind of too
On
good.
to the next room.
If that makes sense. All right, we raised the bridge. Smash the statue on the left for health. Okay, loot is stashed inside statues. We don't need to do that right now. We've got full health. Maybe we can come back and use it. Maybe we can't. We'll see. Alright. We're running a lot. Open area. What are we finding? We got an explosive. Defeat all enemies, destroy them before they get you.
Oi, you there. This ain't your territory, missy.
Ugh, you. I've seen many good people brainwashed by the signal into doing the Queen's bidding. But you,
Signal.
you do
Let's
it for
go.
coin. Pathetic.
Who are you calling pathetic?
Who are you calling
Have you seen
pathetic?
what you're wearing?
Yeah, what an outfit fail. Do you even own a nice pair of boots?
I'm being
Absolutely
threatened by
bullied. What are
fashion police.
those?
Those who cannot be intimidated will be easily brought into submission.
How do I dodge? How do I dodge? How do I dodge? How do I... Oh, A. It's just like the main button.
My subjects want freedom.
Oh, I can stick my key, like, inside them to, like, finish them off. It's like a finisher attack is use your key to, like, unlock them and they just dismantles them. That's cool. I'm trying. I'm pressing the wrong button like an idiot. Yes, the AoE was awesome that time right there. Get you. So it seems like that's the only way to finish them off, though. We took a bit of damage. We just took a bit of damage there as well because I'm behind too many obstacles, which is very annoying. It's hard to see behind them.
The javelin is overheating.
Enemies vanquished. We took a bit of damage because we were kind of hidden behind walls. I'm not a fan of that, really. What does this do? Ah, okay. It just, like, allows me to use the environment. Okay. But then I find... Oh, I can go get it back or what? How do I... What? How do I get it back? Or does it just activate forever? Okay. Seems a bit nuts, but... Alright. Alright, increase overall damage for each combo level. Punches have 75% increased range, dealing more damage and inflict coat. Coated enemies raise the combo level 50% faster. That's cool. Punch repeatedly while dashing to execute a perfect attack sequence. No. We'll take this one. The dashing attack is very awkward because you've got to be, you know, dashing. Not always a good thing to waste as dashes on an attack when we're trying to be evasive as well. It is hard to differentiate what is my attack and what is the enemy's attack. Even though I guess it's yellow is mine, but right now it is hard to tell because there's so much going on. It's all very fast. What is this? This is a key here.
Track switched.
So we can just use those traps over and over again. Okay, defeat all enemies again. Vanquish thy foes. We're gonna have another taunt. No. Yeah, it's very hard to see like what is actually going on. There's too much style. Like it's not a good way exactly of handling that. Like it's very muddy is the information that you get. Yeah, I have no idea what is going on, honestly.
I have outlived you by centuries, child. You will never beat me.
I feel like I need to probably play a little bit more defensively
Have
because
you got a death wish or what?
it's obviously very
my
Hadesy.
poor art before you race headlong into the next fight.
I feel like my head came between an anvil and a blacksmith. It won't be.
Oh!
But I feel we might be in the right place. Her Majesty herself tried to shoo me away.
She's using the signal in here, but nobody comes down here. Nobody dares. I agree. We should keep going.
And so I went, because... Oh, it's a little key. Oh, it loves me. Okay, very Hadesy. Even the style is kind of, you know, it's kind of trying to replicate it, but like in its own way. Get an upgrade. Okay, we can get more health. I guess we only got 10, so we can only get this one, so might as well, I guess.
expecting something.
Alright. What's this? No. Yeah, it's just very, very muddied. There's a lot of information, and it's all doesn't. I don't think anything stands out above anything else. I already mentioned it about the collectibles, but when it's combat, it's really quite scary. Heavy Gatling gun, increase the javelin's impact by 100%. Stones throw up. Sure. What is this? Read. Okay.
I hope I've packed everything.
What is this? Abbey. Vandals, mercenaries, and drunkards. We choose like a faction or something? Former sister in arms. Oh, it's just like bosses. Or people. Raid the bastion.
Got to stop the signal.
Like, it's already... the only reason we can tell is because, yes, the yellow...
A lock?
We said we don't need the likes of you around here. Get gone.
Oh, quiet your garrulous mouths. Shame you lot can only talk and not much else.
Piss off, big words. We don't need to read no dictionary to do our jobs.
No, I suspect
In
you
Hades,
spend all that hard-earned
if that's what
gold
we're
on
comparing it
outfits
to, which we
rather
are,
than
because it's
books.
obviously trying to be
Either
like
that
that.
or a big bag
We
of
didn't have to
tools, we
listen
think.
to this. It would happen whilst we were fighting. Or it would be in like a safe room, right? But like before a fight or something, they would say like a sentence. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Unless it's a boss when they might have like an introduction. But here, just on a normal stage, we didn't have to listen to so much back and forth. I feel like I liked it that way. I want to fight. When I stick my key into something that's like vanquish all enemies, I don't want to be like vanquish all enemies after a conversation. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Overall damage, what do we say? We like, punches recover more heat. Shot. That means we get to use more secondary attacks. We went up by 20 life? That seems like a lot. That's 20% for what, like 10 of those crystals? We've already got 12 of them. Again, we don't need that. See, these, I can tell because they've got the shiny locks on them. But yeah, it's crazy. In Hades, you can destroy a lot of things. It's just that only the golden ones have something inside, right? But in this game, there's a lot of environmental stuff, and there's nothing you can destroy, it seems like, except those with the locks around them. So it's obviously trying to replicate that Hades style. Same again,
The chambers have
talking.
shifted again, but that trick won't
But
protect the Queen of
not,
Kings
it's
forever.
pausing the game whilst I'm doing it. So
Fingers
it's
crossed,
taking
this
some
tiny
things from
bastard won't
Hades, but
make
it's
it
not
hard
learning
again.
some... There's some game design choices there, I feel like, that Hades navigated masterfully. And this game doesn't see them as you know what I mean, as important. But they are. Tiny little decisions like that are very important to how a game feels. Defeat all enemies
You
before time
always
ends.
were a glutton for
God, dude,
punishment,
I want to
Mr.
fight!
Ha! Well, I do remember our training days. I thought the aches would never fade.
I should be fighting right now. I should be fighting and you can be
Oh,
talking
yeah.
over the
I
fight.
told you before. I didn't betray you. I would have got you out too if I could.
That would have been a waste of energy, Clef. I would never abandon my sisters, my queen, like you did.
Okay. We need to play a little bit more defensive, like I said, because, once again, we're comparing it to Hades, right? That's what it wants. That's the one it wants to be compared to. I can't see shit half the time. I'm behind a wall. Hades also does that in some areas, and I didn't like it, but only at the very edge, or like where there are some rooms where there's something in the middle, but it's few and far between. Usually you can see your character pretty well. Hitting a throw does the... So, we did that last time. I think we liked it. Yeah, let's just go with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good. It's not. It's hard to see what I'm doing, which is not ever... It's never good. Okay. Ow! I don't know what this RB does either. Like, I don't know if it just kills it or if it does something special. When they're glowing yellow, which I think they do when they're like got a certain affliction, also I can't see what they're doing because they like glow before an attack, but if they're glowing yellow, they can't glow a different color. So their attacks are also muddied. You know what I mean? Like it's just. I couldn't see. I thought it was dead. It's weird because it's a very simple game, and I feel I need to just play more defensively, I guess. But that's kind of a lame thing because I don't. If the game was like, if I could see more clearly what was going on, I don't think I would need to do that. So it kind of just sucks.
You took quite a wallop in there.
I don't remember.
The kids dragged you in here. You know, with the mouse hats and the spray paint.
Those kids, yeah.
Damn it all. I think the runts took my key money.
Yep. Where do we upgrade? Like over here? No. Where do we? Yeah, we did it. Where do we upgrade stuff? This is not here, right? We had somewhere to upgrade stuff, and I don't know where it's gone. It was like a door. It's not this wall. Where the hell? We were just there a second ago. Is it at the camp here? What is this? Oh. Let's return hiding, resolve crystals, and permanent new skills and boost your power. Ah, oh yeah, it's here. It's here. Yeah. We don't have any. We need a lot more. Okay. That was just a free upgrade for the beginning of the game, basically.
Am I ready to go?
Well, we'll do another run. I'll play a little bit more seriously. Try to kind of play a little bit more boringly.
I will loot more vaults first.
And we'll see where we get to. Let's like give it a fair shot. I can't be listening to any more of these fucking idiots talk. Like, you can talk once every now and then. We're not doing this. Oh my god. Those yellow bullets are mine, I'm pretty sure, so I'm okay with them, but I tell you, man, it's not obvious. Not always obvious.
Well, what were you hiding?
Final blow launches an explosive spray can. Sure, does that do extra damage? Yeah. And then it explodes after like
On to the next
10
one.
seconds. Come on. Right.
I see you go. Tread carefully.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this one. Explosive enemy. Defeat them before they blow up and kill us. Alright.
Trap set.
Trap set. I'm dashing through them and I still got hit. Because there's so much of the environment that I can't get through. I'm just trapped in a corner a lot of the time. That's nice. Gotta love that. Alright.
Trap switched.
Okay. It missed the enemy completely. It didn't hit him once. That's good. Okay. We hate those guys. We absolutely hate those guys. Acid coat. An increased duration can be stacked multiple times. Coated enemies take damage over time. Sure, we'll do a DOT. That's fine. What is this? I don't know. What is this? It's just environment stuff I can run into annoyingly and go behind. Okay. More just ways for me to not see my character or be blocked by the environment when I'm trying to maneuver around. Like, not just... That's okay, right? Having environmental things, but having it where it's, like, not obvious, that's the issue. What is this?
I was spotted.
Oh, okay. Still not really sure of the point of the finishing moves. It doesn't seem optional. It seems like some enemies require that. All right. Hello. Whoa, you shot several times then. Cheeky. I can. I'm sorry. I can. You're talking a lot. You're kind of annoying. I got trapped in the wall. Did you see that? I was actually trapped. Like, you're not supposed to be able to go through that, and I got trapped in it. Oh no, you can go through it, but I got trapped in the middle of it. That's good. Damn, dude. For real, like, it's trying to be Hades, and it's almost there. It's just the polish on top of everything else, on top of all the, you know, the great combat and the enemy design and the world building and everything. The polish of experience, not the polish of design. The experience polish is, it's just not there. I'm telling you, it's the feel. That was another game that did something like this. I felt like the same kind of way about it. It came out a few years ago. I reviewed it. It was a game from Brazil, I believe. And it was another roguelike game, but you were like a magician with like throwing cards. I cannot remember what it was called for the life of me. I'll get the name of it, but it was very similar to that, where the game was very cool and it almost had it. It almost had something, but just that polish was palpable, you know? It was, you could really feel it, that it wasn't there. And it really hurt the game. It really hurt playing it again and again and again. Critical hit, bayonet projectiles. Critical hits deal more damage. Slam and throw generate less heat. That seems pretty good. Dashing reduces heat. Yeah, I think just let everything makes less heat. Do we want to have to do that? Because we can already raise the bridge. But we can also do that for an extra upgrade, which is interesting. Oh, there's like a timer. 3 minutes 40. Oh no, that timer's going up though. Is this going to be like some Dead Cells kind of thing, where you get like unlock special rooms or powers by finishing areas quickly? What's in here? Oh, it's just, I don't know. Oh, it's a shop. Okay. Blocks all damaged. Okay. Heat cooldown speed. Used up after 3 lockdowns. Used up after getting hit. Used up after 3 blocks. I didn't even know we could block. I don't want any of that. That is garbage. But we will take your healing, and we will take all your money. Yeah, those shops are like, I don't want like limited use items. I want full upgrades or nothing. That is a key. We have a key. Oh, that's just currency. It's behind. Sorry, one sec. Let me show you what that is. Real quick. You can see behind my head there's keys and there's crystals. And then there's 2 crossed out things. I don't know what they mean. Just so you know. That is what the keys are. They're just money. You can see when they have stars around them, you need to pick them up. So we could go back and do this extra mission and see if we get something extra. But like the timer, I do feel like the timer is there for a reason. Obviously, we're going to be ignoring it right now. But yeah, probably because I'm kind of Dead Cells like timer level stage, right? Or whatever. We did it. And we get a... Aiming causes you only takes scratch damage temporarily. You deal more damage for every current point of scratch damage. Throw has a chance to inflict stun. We will take that one. I don't think your mum took you out, did she, Vincent? I'll have to take you out after this, don't worry. Don't worry, we're almost done here. Open. Oh yeah, you needed 10 minutes, so it was 10 minutes here. Okay. You've unlocked the Maker of Ashes Javelin, so obviously... Restore 60 just for free, it seems good. Box, don't want any of these. Prefer to get something a little bit more tangible for the run. A little bit, something we can feel a little bit more. Alright, what are you? Same kind of thing, just be quick about it. Alright, looking pretty good. Just got this guy to kill, I think. Alright, what do we get? Punches, increased range, dashing, yep, short increased range of punches seems pretty good. We can dash through that. We figured it out. We'll get some more treasure. What do you want? Defeat all the enemies before they get me. So just defeat more enemies. These guys are pretty simple. The combo's like a nice idea. Hard to keep it up when there's no enemies around, obviously. And on bosses, it doesn't really make sense unless every boss has kind of like mob minions. I guess you can get... Nah, well, I guess if you can always dash away. You can keep your aggression up very high if you're just dashing all the time. Like away and then dashing in, finishing off your attacks, right? Because you can get your combo up on the boss itself. You don't need more enemies. Kill you. Stamp. Kill you. I think we're getting a lot more done this time. Just playing, like I said, still aggressively, but I'm keeping my eyes on the defense a lot more. We need to be dashing away a lot more. With the throw deals additional damage to surrounding enemies. I think slam impact. I don't know what that is. Charge up the slam. No, the slam. Charging up an attack just leaves us open to be slapped in the face by enemies. We're not going to do that. We abuse the stun of the attacks. This guy attacks a lot, like every time, so like he's attacks, so you can't really abuse the stun of the enemies around him because it's not long enough. Right. When you're kind of hitting a bunch of enemies in a group, you can't rely on stunning him long enough. Ah, that's what those 3 crosses out. It's how many locks you need to unlock. So now I've got 3 of them. Getting hit drops an explosive spray can. The punch attack sequence additional slash attack. Sure.
I can raise the bridge now.
We can raise the bridge now. It's weird how there's some enemies outside of like... I don't know. Like, the entire game is about opening rooms and fighting enemies. But then there's enemies outside of that as well. There's another room down here, but this is trap room. Oh my god, it's just so much treasure. And we got crystals. Love that. Get all the keys. And we just go boop, 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 wah, wah, wah. Look, all the keys. They don't like pick them all up always, so be careful. Might as well take the free health. The free health. More free health there if we need it, but we might as well go over and do this. God, we got so much moolah. Spending some dinero. How do we get? Oh, we just dash through here. Where is the key thing? Oh my god, we're still going? Jesus. Area is huge. Here we go. Let's use this or whatever. I think it's already being used, right? That's what it's doing. The. Do we have a timer? Careful of these guys. Remember, we know they attack quickly. He got me again because once again you can't rely on them to be stunned until you can kind of get back to them. So you need to be careful. Those are the only ones causing us trouble right now. Stunned, baby. Stunned by the throw, which was nice. We triggered it. Alright, out of pocket. Punches recover more heat. The punch attack sequence gains a second attack slash. Okay, so now we have like a 5-hit combo instead of their usual 3. That's fine. And second finisher means we drop 2 paint cans, does it? No, but there's like explosions. I don't know. Some stuff happens. Stuff happens, and you know what? We could be diligent, and we will be diligent, and we'll go back and we will get the free health that we saw over here. Oh my god, it's so far away. I regret everything. Oh, we already used it? No. There were another one over here. There it is. Alright. What is this? Alright, power pouch. Choose an artifact to make it stronger. Final blow launches an explosive spray can. We already... Does it just make the spray can stronger? Is that what it means? 5 minutes have passed. Let's go.
I can press forward now.
Oh, we can heal there. Is that all it is? It's like a little break room. We heal, get some money. Don't think we need it. Let's go. I feel like heat isn't being used as much as I would like still. Pick up, you've unlocked the slow burn javelin. Oh, so this is, yeah, just for doing the 10 minutes in each area. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. None of this is worth anything to us. Let's go. Next floor. We're on floor 3. Is it boss room? Looks like a boss fight. Looks like a boss fight. The Overseer. We didn't want to aim at that guy. I can't not aim. I can't aim where I want. That's a big issue. I don't like that. Whoa, those are big. Those are big. Those are big. The finisher attacks are nuts. Ow. He actually hit me. Ow, you hit me again? What the hell? Well, we're just gonna take abuse your stun. Oh my god, what? He was stunned!
It is not too
He wasn't... What the fuck? Okay. Well... Room 6 out of 9. I think that sucked. That was very... We could have just stayed back and played it cool, but because he got stunned, I was like, let's just finish it off, and then immediately just killed us. Like, it just came out of stun, like, already attacking, and hit us, like, twice in a row. Kinda sucked. I think I get the game. I don't think we need to play anymore. We've been only playing 35 minutes. We could do like another run, but there's not much. I mean, we would 100% win the run, but there's really no reason. Punch twice, pause, punch, javelin strike. Each bayonet has unique strike, damage plus 5%. I think I would probably take this. I would take another dash. I would take this.
Progress, at least.
Restore 2, not really worth it, but sure, and that's kind of enough. I think that's the only ones for the demo, right? Oh, you can level up the upgrade. I did not realize that was a thing. So we could have done that as well. So I think at this point we would just be unkillable. We now have a strike. We have a bunch of different weapon styles. We got a shotgun, for God's sake. Yeah, I mean this would just be a farce at this point. What do we think of it?
Come get some.
It's Hades. It's definitely. I'm gonna say clone. I'm gonna say it's a Hades clone. I mean, I think they stole kind of the style as well, and you know the kind of pathing. The only thing is, obviously, in Hades you don't activate each room individually. That's kind of a new weird thing. That's kind of its own strangity. But I don't think it changes too much. It just means that you can kind of skip some challenges to not have to fight more enemies if you're feeling low on life or something, but you probably should do it anyway because you need the upgrades to get strong enough to get to the end of the run. So I don't really know. I think I'll give it a 3. A high 3. Because the quality is there, man. The quality is there. It's definitely definitely a lot of love, effort, and time has gone into this, for sure. It is a beautiful looking game. Once again, I think the style has been a little bit lifted. I mean, even this, like the floor design here, it's like someone looked at the House of Hades and just took this kind of idea and tweaked it into being like a key design, right? Make it keys. I do like the idea of the key having like a key blade, right? Essentially, it's attached to a javelin, but it's still a key blade at this point. I feel like
Time for training.
I don't know. It has some cool things. I think probably, like I say, the polish that's missing is the experience. Sometimes it's hard to see what enemies are doing. There are way too many things that get in your way that block my view. I think even at the end there, right, we stunned an enemy and then they came out of that stun like already attacking us instead of like, okay, they turn the yellow color off, then, you know, like they're stunned and then they blink yellow to be like, I'm coming out of stun, and now I'm out of stun, right? But just like immediately switching out of it and then attacking is one thing, you know. Enemies are the same. I make them yellow by doing my stomp and stuff, but then you can't really see that they're changing color to attack you, which is weird. It seems like kind of backwards. I think it's cool. I think, please let me play the game. I don't want to be speaking with every time. When I go into a new area, when I go to a boss fight, when I die, we can have a little chat. We can get some lore. Every time I open not a room, but a challenge of a room, of which potentially there are like 3 or 4 in each room, I can't be listening to. I want to fight. I want to get in. I want to play your game. Please let me play your game. Please let me play your game. That's when does Hades do this, right? Let's look at it. When you die, when you get to a boss room, when you select an upgrade, he talks to the gods, but that's happening as you continue to play. There are like 3 levels, 3 stages at boss fights, right? But then in each area there can also be like a mini boss fight, and in each one, sometimes there's a quick introduction. I mean, it is seconds, right? The Minotaur will walk in, he'll say something, Zagreus says something back, and now you're fighting. That's it. It's almost like he's walking into the room and saying it, right? And then that's it. But this one stops you constantly. Pause. We're going to be showing you some backstory of these 2 characters now. Like, no. Too frequently, or right in the middle of kind of an exciting thing that I'm doing is never when we should do that. So that's what I mean. They've lifted a lot. You can feel it. The uniqueness of the design of the cool ass punk aesthetic is awesome. You know, the keys and the javelins, the knights kind of design, but then mixed with like steampunk and then cyberpunk at times. Very cool. Loving the kind of aesthetic, the spray paint, very nice. I really love that. That has been, you know, that they've really made that their own, right? The character and everything. The queen, super cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, I think some of that experience design is missing. When does it feel good to do this? When should we stop the player to give them lore dumps? When should we do whatever? It's yeah, I mean, I think it's something that you can learn from Hades. It's not like you copied Hades until you have the same problems of Hades. It's like you've taken a lot from Hades, and Hades doesn't have those problems, because that's why it is like a 10 out of 10 game for everybody that plays it, right? It's like a masterclass in game design, and a lot of that is subtlety, and so you don't always initially see that, right? If you just take, well, let's take the combat style and let's do the rooming and the roguelike like nature. Let's do the you know, the introductions with the characters. But when you don't think of where and why certain things happen, you lose a bit of that. It's tricky. Definitely tricky. User experience is tricky. So I've given it a high 3. I think probably if I hadn't played so many roguelites that are, you know, so similar over the past couple of years, maybe it would have gotten a 4. But it's not doing, you know, it's not standing out in that genre these days. There are a lot of similar kind of style games, that's all. But still a lot of fun, and the parts that are unique to this game are my favorite parts. That's the weirdness. That's the weird thing, right? The parts that they have taken and made their own, like like I say, the design, the punk aesthetics, the mix of these kind of genres. That's the coolest part for me. And so it just goes to show that like the uniqueness matters, right? Like it feels different. It feels like it's its own thing, and that's what I like about it. But yeah, I think I would have done another run of this if we had more time and we, you know, I didn't have a bunch of demos to play with Steamfest. I think we could have easily gotten to the end of this after this next run. I did a couple of runs early on and I got killed like 3 or 4 times straight away. Not really understanding, because like I said, the enemies were different colors. It was very messy, hard to see. Once you started to separate the purples, reds, and the purples and the yellows, it's a little bit easier, but it is a messy look. There's a lot going on from a lot of different enemies and your own shots, you know, your own explosions. We had the orange fire explosion, the yellowness of the enemies. We have the purple shots from them as well. It's a lot of mess of kind of neonish colors, which are very just kind of bright spots in your vision. You know, sometimes if you know you're not paying attention, and so they can feel similar. But yeah, a bit messy. But once we picked it up, we really got there. I think I got tripped up by that boss. I think we were crushing it, and then we got tripped up by that boss just because I got a little impatient. I was like, I might as well finish it off now that we got the free stun, and I paid the price when obviously the game just kind of popped the enemy back on top of me and killed me. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be much of a challenge. The thing is with roguelites is they're never much of a challenge, specifically because you can just keep upgrading. Hades, obviously, it is challenging because of the length of each run and the bosses, right? You have to survive a lot and overcome a lot. The bosses are tricky, and that last fight with Hades, the first time you fight it's crazy, and then the second, third, fourth, fifth, and then you're trying, and then, you know, big reveal. It can get tough, but it's never that tough, you know what I mean? It's never going to be that difficult, and every time you lose you come back a little bit stronger, make it a little bit easier. That's why another good thing with Hades was eventually the contract list, where you could make a run harder for yourself to get more unlocks. That was a really cool way of keeping a run interesting. I'm sure this game already has something like that kind of in the works. Like I say, it feels like that kind of similar. Anyway, we've been rambling for a while. I'll give it a high 3. Reignbreaker, very cool, very cool. The javelin, the steampunk javelin with the key on the end is badass. Let's move up.